Life support. 25 days later, my, how things have changed. 3-2, there's a blast. And a line drive, base hit. Rays win it. They had to battle tonight to do it. Jennings on the run, reaches out. He got it. Rays win it. Now it comes down to a two-game season. 2 games to decide if once again you have a chance at postseason glory. Tonight at Tropicana Field, the hunt for the wild card continues. For the Rays, Game 2 of this 3-game series against the New York Yankees. On the 4th of September, the Rays were 9 games back. Here we are with 160 games in the books. And the Rays and the Red Sox are tied in the American League wild card race. Well, hi again, everyone, and welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Brian Anderson and Todd Callis. I'm Dwayne Stats. Awfully good to have you looking in tonight as the Rays and the Yankees square off. Well, the Rays have done this with great pitching, great defense, and it seemed all year the question when it came to offense, B.A., was where's the beef? Well, in June, Evan Longoria started to hit. In September, B.J. Upton has stepped up.
Yes, he has. B.J. Upton, the month of September, he likes these games. You remember a couple years back in the playoffs what B.J. Upton did. He loves the big stage, the big games. He's come alive in September. The average, the home runs tied for the most in June. The doubles, the RBIs, the average, all his season's best for a given month, and he's been getting it done in chunks. You know, you go over his last 12 games, he's got 6 multi-hit games. I mean, this is a guy that's coming alive, and boy, do they need it now with just 2 to go.
Yeah, and on the mound, the veteran rookie, if you will, Jeremy Hellickson, he might be the rookie of the year. 13 wins and among the league leaders when it comes to ERA.
Well, Jeremy Hellickson has had a fabulous rookie campaign, and you're right. ERA 2.90 for the season is 6th in the American League. He's also just 2nd in the American League in opponent's batting average. And you see what he's done his last 7 starts. ERA tremendous, the opponent's average 184, and you can't do much better than that. The 3-2 record a little misleading because in those 2 losses, the Rays were shut out 2-0 by Detroit and Texas. So Jeremy Hellickson, another guy you want on the mound in a game like tonight.
Pitching matchup brought to you by Coventry Healthcare of Florida. Jeremy Hellickson looking for victory number 14, and 38-year-old Bartolo Colon will pitch for the New York Yankees. Rays and the Yankees squaring off. When we come back, Todd Callis will take a look at overcoming the odds.
Throwing heat, and if they get 10 strikeouts at home, fans can take their ticket stub to any Cane's Furniture for a free Papa John's pizza coupon and enter for a chance to meet a Rays player.
Strike 2.
All the action, all access, all right here on Sun Sports.
Hi again, everyone, and welcome to an evening of Rays baseball.
150 games, all in high def.
I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard.
All the excitement of Rays baseball.
There's a shot. Home run.
All season on Sun Sports, the official broadcast partner of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Get ready for Fox Soccer Plus.
And he's placed it magnificently.
Sign up now to see over 130 exclusive Barclays Premier League games, 70 UEFA Champions League matches, 73 exclusive Serie A games, and over 800 exclusive events, including the world's best rugby competitions, all in HD. Call 1-877-810-KICK or go to foxsoccerplus.com and get Fox Soccer Plus today.
Strike 3.
Chalk another one up. Remember, fans, if the Rays get a total of 10 strikeouts, bring your ticket stub to Cane's for a free Papa John's pizza coupon and a chance to meet a Rays player. Cane's, quality so good, it's guaranteed for life.
The Rays, with just 2 games to go, dead tied with the Boston Red Sox. They were 9 games back on September 3rd, and here they are controlling their own destiny, trying to do something that no Major League Baseball team has ever done. Not the 1964 Cardinals, not the Giants that came back on the Dodgers, not the Mariners in '95 that came back on Joe Madden's Angels. Nobody, including the Bucky Dent Yankees that came back on the '78 Yankees, have ever come back from more than 8.5 games back to reach the postseason. That is the most games back in the month of September. Ben Zobrist knew it was a huge mountain for the Rays to climb to get to this point.
Well, you know, when you're down 9 games, you know, you're trying not to think about the end of the month. You know, you're thinking about today, and let's just worry about today, see if we can win today, and you know, we'll let everything else play out. And that's kind of what happened, you know. And then you get to a certain point, and you're getting closer to the other clubs, and you're thinking, well, maybe we really can do this, you know. So you know, things have you know, really turned around a lot in the last you know, 25 days or so here. So you know, we got 2 more games left in the season, and they're both going to be exciting.
Ben Zobrist with our Gutco quote of the day. We are ready for baseball. Just a little more than 3 minutes to go until the first pitch. It's the Yankees. It's the Rays. The Rays and the Red Sox all tied up. Wayne Stats and Brian Anderson with all the action in the first pitch right around the corner.
Introducing perfect frozen cocktails without the blender. For perfectly made frozen cocktails, just freeze, squeeze, shake, and serve. From Smirnoff Myers and Godiva. Please drink responsibly.
Supporting my kids takes a lot out of me. I need a meal that really knocks it out of the park. With Subway Restaurant Sub of the Day Fresh Value Meal, you get a 6-inch sub, a 21-ounce drink, and chips for only $3.99. With a deal like that, you never strike out. Subway, eat fresh.
Got your grill here. You're gonna take this and scrape off all the drippings. Follow me.
Now get deep flavor without the deep fryer. The new Subway Oven Crisp Chicken. Always baked, never fried. It's a taste breakthrough.
At Tires Plus, we'll cut your costs, not corners. And that's a big plus for everyone. Along with our guaranteed low prices, we have the name brand tires you want and expert total car care services. And that'll save you lots of time and money down the road. Tires Plus. The plus is in everything we do.
Introducing perfect frozen cocktails without the blender. For perfectly made frozen cocktails, just freeze, squeeze, shake, and serve. From Smirnoff Myers and Godiva. Please drink responsibly.
Once again, one of America's best hospitals is one of Tampa Bay's own. Tampa General Hospital is proud to be named to U.S. News & World Report's list of America's best hospitals 2010-2011, this time in 6 specialties: diabetes and endocrinology, geriatrics, heart and heart surgery, kidney disorders, orthopedics, and urology. Tampa General Hospital, trusted for our expertise, chosen for our care.
Rays baseball tonight brought to you by Honda. See your Honda dealer and discover the great values now being offered. By Coventry Healthcare of Florida, lighting the way to better health. And by AutoWay. AutoWay is part of Auto Nation, the largest automotive retailer in the country, so we can do big things. Tonight inside Tropicana Field, the Rays against New York again. The Rays 7-9 against the Yankees. 4-3 here at home. And here is the New York starting lineup. Eduardo Nunez leads off, followed by Curtis Granderson and then Robinson Cano. Alex Rodriguez, Mark Teixeira, and Nick Swisher down the middle. The DH is Jorge Posada. Russell Martin will catch, and Brett Gardner is in left field. He'll hit ninth.
Well, taking the mound tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays, right-hander Jeremy Hellickson. It will be his 29th start of the season, a couple complete games, 13-10 record ERA 2.90, very, very good. That opponent's average 2.08 right there. That is just second in the American League to Justin Verlander. And he's coming off a strong outing his last time out against his Yankee ball club. Gave up 2 runs in 7 innings on just 2 hits. Got stronger as that game went along.
So Hellickson all set to go to work. He'll face Eduardo Nunez to get this game started. Rays had a tie with Boston for the wild card lead. And the first pitch is a fastball in there for a strike call. Pitch around 90 to start it. Nunez hitting .262. This one inside. 1-1 the count. Nunez at shortstop. He made a start in right field last night. A little bit wide there. 2 balls and a strike. Chad Fairchild calling the balls and strikes tonight. And there's a strike. Nunez started after it, tried to check. The count goes to 2-2.
You get some of these hitters so aggressive in a hitter's count, it's almost like a predetermined swing. And by the time he realizes that ball's way out of the zone, it's too late, can't hold up.
2-2. Nunez lines it back into center field. Upton is there, and BJ puts it away. And that's the way this one starts.
Let's take a look at the Rays defense. Left to right in the outfield. Desmond Jennings, BJ Upton, and Matt Joyce. Across the infield, third to first, Evan Longoria, Reed Brignac, Ben Zobrist, and Sean Rodriguez. Kelly Shopping behind the plate. Tonight's Ray defense brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the Sweet Spot.
Curtis Granderson steps in now. Granderson starts the night at .264, but second in the league at home runs with 41. Tops in runs batted in, as you see, 119. Fouls a fastball back. 0-2. Boston and Baltimore moving into the bottom of the first. No score. Bedard and Britton the matchup. Upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
After 2 straight fastballs to Granderson, he runs another one up and out of the zone. Perfect opportunity now to come back with that changeup down below the zone.
And he gives it a shot with a breaking ball down, and Granderson takes it for ball 2.
Well, the good part of that was actually a good pitch just off the plate. But you know, a lot of times you'll throw those pitches up to then follow it up with something down and change that eye level.
Fly ball back into center. BJ will have to go back a bit more, and he's there to make the catch. So Granderson goes out to center on an off-speed pitch. 2 up and 2 down.
Just got him out in front enough on that. The timing not right there for Curtis Granderson. It became a 2-part swing. He actually made solid contact, but he had lost some of his power, and that's why that ball stayed in the park. But if everything's on time with that contact, that ball gets out of here.
Robinson Cano. Cano homered his first time up in last night's game to give him 28 for the year. He's 5 out of 9 with 2 home runs against Hellickson. One ball, no strikes. The opposition hitting only .208 against Hellickson this year. And that's good enough for second. Second in the league, not among rookie pitchers, just second in the league. 1-1, And the earned run average at 290 to start play tonight places him 6th among all the pitchers qualifying in the American League. So an outstanding rookie season to be sure. One to Cano. We'll make it a ball and 2 strikes. You can see where he ranks among rookies. Our Toyota look in there.
A lot of innings, very good ERA. That opponent's average you talked about, forget the rookies. Those are right up there, the top of the entire class of pitchers in the American League. Tell you what, he goes out and pitches a strong one tonight. An interesting Rookie of the Year race.
Now the 1-2. Ground ball back of first. That's Rodriguez making the play to retire the side. 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first, and we have no score.
Share a sunset and a laugh. Celebrate getting there and every step of the way. Build for the future while enjoying the present to the fullest. Because after all, life is a beautiful collection of moments. So go live. We've got you covered. Coventry Healthcare of Florida, lighting the way to better health.
Some car companies need celebrities in their commercials to try and convince you to buy one of their cars. Toyota thinks you'd get better advice from someone who actually owns one. I love my Camry. Looks great, gets good gas mileage. Who wouldn't want one? One of your own.
What should your next car be? Let a Toyota owner help you decide. There's no better time to get the 2011 Camry with 0% APR plus $500 customer cash.
I have to get my picture taken with Raymond. He's big, he's blue, and he's the whatever he is that gets the crowd going. I wonder if my mom will let me keep him as a pet, if he promises not to tear up furniture.
The Rays are home. Be part of all the action at Tropicana Field when your Rays slug it out with divisional rivals, the Yankees. Get tickets today at 888-FAN-RAYS or RaysBaseball.com.
Well, Joe Madden had to change his lineup a little bit before the game tonight. Casey Kochman was a late scratch, removed from the lineup due to tightness in his chest and taken to the hospital for precautionary reasons. And they're checking him over, and we'll update that as soon as we hear anything. Meanwhile, Jennings, Upton, and Longoria, the top 3, Joyce, Damon, and Zobrist, with Rodriguez at first, Shopik hitting 8th, and Brignac shortstop batting 9th. Desmond takes the first pitch, and that's a fastball and a strike on the outer edge of the plate. Desmond pops it up. It's going to be out of play. 0-2. We mentioned Chad Fairchild is behind the plate, and he is not given to widening the strike zone much either. So you're going to have to throw a strike if a past performance is consistent tonight with what we've seen before. Pitch is too low. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And this will be one of the pitchers trying to throw a strike. Bartolo Colon, 26th start of the year.
And strike 3 call. Jennings caught looking to start the Rays half of the inning.
Well, let's take a quick look at the Yankee defense as it lines up. In the outfield, left to right, Brent Gardner, Curtis Granderson, and Nick Swisher. Across the infield, third to first, Alex Rodriguez, Eduardo Nunez, Robinson Cano, and Mark Teixeira. Russell Martin back behind the plate, see if he can stay there the entire game. Tonight's Yankee defense brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the Sweet Spot.
B.J. Upton fouls it straight back, and it's going to be right over our heads into the upper deck. Strike 1. B.J.'s average up to 244, hitting 348 in September. And that pitch is high, 1-1. The Rays saw Bartolo Colon in New York. That was that Thursday game started by Matt Moore. Pitch is inside 2-1. And if Colon were in the NFL, he might have been assessed a 15-yard penalty for excessive celebration. He pitched the day after they clinched the division. And the Yankees did their share of celebrating, and apparently so did Colon. The Rays got to him for 7 runs in 3 innings. Broken bat. Look out, that ball is foul, and that bat went whirling end over end, a helicopter effect right toward Alex Rodriguez.
Watch this bat explode, this ball running up and in, and then there you go. We've seen that a ton this year with these bats, these maple bats that just splinter off like that and become flying, dangerous projectiles.
Yeah, I don't know how it's been with other teams, but boy, the games that we've seen involving the Rays and the rest of Major League Baseball, it seems we've seen that happen more often this year than ever before.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that. Don't remember nearly as many last year as we've seen this year, and some close calls.
And there's ball 4. So BJ's aboard with 1 away here in the first inning. Well, the Orioles have taken a lead. Baltimore and Boston, bottom of the first. Vlad Guerrero drives in a run. And it's 1-0 Baltimore. Here's Evan Longoria. Over to first, and BJ's picked off. Upton picked off by Colon. So a walk, and before a pitch is made to Longoria, Colon picks off BJ.
Now, Bartolo Colon's first pickoff of the year. He just caught BJ standing flat-footed. You saw that reaction right there. BJ did not move initially. Was late getting back to the bag, and that's what allowed Teixeira to get the tag on the back of the arm.
Joe West there on the call. Now the pitch to Longoria is a strike.
Boy, it becomes bang, bang. You put it in the hand of the umpire, he can go either way.
Evan fouls 1 out of play.
Yeah, it was almost like BJ was looking at the upper body. You know, a lot of hitters will have different keys on when to either break to steal a bag or when they're going to have to dive back in to first base. And right there, BJ was just late heading back. Bartolo had made his movement, and BJ was still standing there flat-footed.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball deep in the hole. Nunez, a long throw, 1 hops, and a scoop attempt by Teixeira. Longoria is safely aboard. Going to be an error charged to Nunez. Meanwhile, Baltimore and Boston. Guerrero driving a 2-base hit into left center field, and Nick Markakis scoots home. So the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. And here's Matt Joyce. Bad hitting cleanup. Pops it up. Big pop up left side for Alex Rodriguez to retire the side. We're at the end of an inning. No score.
At Transamerica, we are the tomorrow makers. We're making tomorrows like clockwork. For all the different things our customers planned for. Like a college education. Or the perfect wedding.
I love you tomorrow.
We're making them a better financial future. What can we make with you? Transamerica. Transform tomorrow.
Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey there, big guy. You know, you look a little tired. Why don't you come sit down over here? Yeah, come on. That's right, sit
down. Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
It's no coincidence the Toyota Tundra has received the most dependable large pickup award from J.D. Power and Associates. Not once, not twice, but 6 years in a row. Now that's a statement no other truck can make. Save up to $6,500 on the 2011 Toyota Tundra Double Cab with 0% APR. The full-size Tundra from Toyota.
Good morning.
Good morning. There are 16 fresh-picked oranges squeezed into each bottle of Tropicana Pure Premium, and absolutely no space for added sugar, water, or preservatives. Tropicana, we put the good in morning.
No score at Tropicana Field. On to the second we go. This Rays game presented in high definition, brought to you by H.H. Gregg. Jeremy Hellickson, 24-year-old rookie right-hander, doing the pitching for the Rays tonight. A 1-2-3 first. And in the second inning, Alex Rodriguez will be the first man he faces. Rodriguez batting .278. Cut a miss on the fastball. Fourth career start against the Yankees for Hellickson. His third this year. And Rodriguez out in front of the changeup by plenty.
I mean, fastball changeup gets 2 swings, 2 misses. Jeremy Hellickson coming into this game has held right-handed hitters for the season to a 186 average. And that's because of that willingness to throw both of those pitches in and out.
And strike 3, fastball right down central.
Well, obviously right there, Alex Rodriguez is looking on the outer half. He got fastball, changeup, and then Jeremy brings that ball on the inner third and just locks up Alex Rodriguez. When that happens, 100% the hitter is looking away, something he can shoot to right field, try to stay alive in the at-bat, and you can freeze him in.
Well, here's Mark Teixeira. Batting .244. Pitch is too high. Teixeira third in the league, tied for third in home runs, fourth in runs batted in. Strike. Soft pitch, change up. That's a great point you make about Hellickson and his success against right-handed hitters. Because so often you'll see a guy, a right-hander, with such a great changeup, well, he'll fare better against lefties than right-handed hitters, because he loads up against left-handed hitters and not so much against righties.
Afraid to use that right-on-right changeup. That's why you see so many left-handers, they don't throw their left changeups to left-handed hitters. Well, Jeremy Hellickson will not only throw you a changeup as a right-handed hitter, but he'll throw it down and in. He'll throw it middle of the plate now. He'll try to throw it away. Same with the fastball. And because they so mimic each other, you just get caught in between.
Yeah, it's an interesting point. lefties don't want to do that because so often that changeup will wind up down and in to a left-handed hitter, and you really don't want to go there. A tapped left side, not hit that hard, and Longoria's throw's not going to be in time. So Teixeira with a soft little bouncing ball on the left side against the shift, and that made it tough for Longoria.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, though, about the left-on-left changeup. Here's that at-bat by Teixeira. You just see that's just an excuse-me swing, but because of the shift, Longoria's got to come a long way, and the play just takes too long to develop.
So an infield hit puts Teixeira at first base. And here's Nick Swisher, another switch hitter. Swisher hitting .260 overall. 23 home runs, 17 of those as a left-handed hitter. Teixeira at first with one away. And a high fly ball, not too deep to right. Joyce has it tracked and makes the catch. So Hellickson retires the switch hitting Swisher.
Say that 5 times fast.
2 gone with Teixeira still at first, and Jorge Posada, another switch hitter. Posada hitting .239, and most of his production has been from the left side. All of his home runs, 14 on the year, all as a left-handed hitter. And a .273 average from that side of the plate. Jorge now 40 years old, turned 40 in August. Pitch is too low. Baltimore has a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second, and Adam Jones has opened the inning with a double. Missed by much, 2-0. Posada with 5 at-bats against Hellickson. He has 3 hits in those 5 official at-bats. 2-1. Hellickson's record pretty even home and away. He's 6-5 at home, 7-5 on the road, but his earned run average is a run better here at Tropicana Field. 241 versus 341. He's behind Posada. 3 balls and a strike.
I mean, Dwayne, when you speak, things happen.
Pure coincidence.
I'm not buying it.
Teixeira off first with 2 away. 3-1. Ground ball right side, and Rodriguez makes the play unassisted. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second, no score.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! You know I need someone.
Help is here. H.H. Gregg is the fastest growing appliance and electronics retailer in America. Let our smarter associates show you why. With the latest appliances and electronics at the guaranteed lowest prices. Bigger selection, lower prices. Smarter associates. H.H. Gregg. We help.
Proud to stand on our own. proud to be homegrown. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, it's the new AT&T smartphone.
Nice. I wish I could afford one.
Yeah, I got a good deal.
Look at that screen. Fast, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Last week, FITD,
It streams movies. Real web browsing. Turn left now. Look at this camera. Hold on. Let's get a photo. I'm listening to downloaded music. Oh, I can afford that. See ya.
The AT&T Impulse 4G. For $29.99, there's no excuse not to get your own. AT&T.
It's no coincidence the Toyota Tundra has received the most dependable large pickup award from J.D. Power and Associates. Not once, not twice, but 6 years in a row. Now that's a statement no other truck can make. Save up to $6,500 on the 2011 Toyota Tundra Double Cab with 0% APR. The full-size Tundra from Toyota.
We head to the bottom half of the second inning as the Rays come to bat. Scoreless game. Johnny Damon will lead things off. We're talking with team president Matt Silverman. Also, we have the principal owner Stu Sternberg with us. Matt, first of all, what an incredible run by the Rays in September. It's fun to talk about this. There's a potential for a 163rd game on Thursday, and you can get tickets as early as tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're going to go on sale at 9 a.m. tomorrow. It was a real conundrum for us trying to figure out if we're going to go on sale before or after, but we want to make sure our fans have every possibility of getting their hands on those tickets. So they'll go on sale 9 a.m. tomorrow morning on RaysBaseball.com, and the game is going to be, if we have to play it, Thursday, 4 o'clock.
Thursday, 4 o'clock. So the only place you can get Game 163 tickets tomorrow at 9 is on RaysBaseball.com.
RaysBaseball.com.
Okay, the other thing we want to talk about is a deadline tonight at midnight to register for the Rays ticket lottery.
Yeah, so we have a lottery. You go on, you sign up at RaysBaseball.com. That'll give you the possibility of buying playoff tickets if we make it to the playoffs and if they go on sale, and those would be for games 3 and 4 in the division series.
Johnny Damon with a leadoff base hit here in the second inning. So again, tonight at midnight is the deadline to get in the lottery. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. All this on RaysBaseball.com. The one other thing we want to touch on, you can guarantee yourself a spot in the postseason by putting a deposit down for next year.
Yeah, I think this is the 4th year in a row we've done this where we're in contention. We're right there. And if you, oh, look at that.
He just passed Lou Gehrig with that hit and gets a standing ovation from the Tropicana Field crowd. Lou Gehrig, eh? Kind of fitting here against the New York Yankees. And they will toss the ball into the Rays dugout.
So you go on and you sign up for season tickets. We actually have operators standing by now. You buy season tickets, and with those season tickets, you'll get the playoff game guaranteed.
All right, before we send it back to the boys upstairs, one thought from you, Stu, to sum up what you've seen this month.
Wonderfully improbable that is now turned to reality.
That's good. Pretty quick summation. Guys, all the tickets tomorrow on RaysBaseball.com. Back to you.
All right, quite a moment there for Johnny Damon as he surpasses Lou Gehrig. 2,722 hits. Here is Ben Zobrist. Fastball is inside the bin. 1 ball and no strikes. There you go. 57th on the list now. Then he's chasing Roberto Alomar. Over to first. Johnny's back in. Bartolo Colon with a move to first, and Damon is back in. The crowd here gave Damon that very warm ovation, standing ovation for that career accomplishment, and the New York dugout as well, along with his Rays teammates. That's a strike to Zobrist. The count is 1-1. foul. That's going to run the count to 1-2. Ben Zobrist got ahead in the count in that Thursday start that Cologne made against the Rays at Yankee Stadium in a 3-1 fastball out. 17th home run of the year. Ben now has 19 homers and 89 runs batted in. And a high fly ball back into deep right. Switcher's going to go to the wall. Gone! Home run for Ben Zobrist. Yet another fastball out behind in the count this time. And that's his 20th home run. The Rays will take a 2-0 lead.
Now, you cannot continue to go to the same spot with a fastball like Bartolo Colon did here, continuing to try to work Zobrist in with the fastball, and he saw a couple of them down and in. Well, finally, he says enough's enough. Just going to drop the head and give my team a 2-run lead.
So Ben Zobrist reaches 20 home runs and surpasses the 90 mark in runs batted in. 91 on the season now for Zobrist. He's now 6 of 10 in his career against Bartolo Colon, and 3 of those 6 hits have been home runs. Here's Sean Rodriguez punching a 1-0 pitch right back through the middle, and he's aboard. Sean with a base hit.
Well, the Rays know that Bartolo Colon kind of reinvented himself as a pitcher. He's not the 95 to 97 guy he once was. Still throws a lot of fastballs, though. A lot of fastballs. 4-seam, 2-seam, tries to sink the ball. But he's very fastball heavy, and these Rays have been ready for him. I mean, he's made, goodness, this year, 3 starts against the Rays coming in. 0-3, 6.60 earned run average. They got him his last time out, see him here again, and have jumped out early.
There's Kelly Shopping. Kelly takes a strike. Shopping is homered in each of the last 2 games. Not only doing a good job behind the plate, but hitting the ball out of here. Down, covered up by Martin. 1-1. Here's the blast. Shopping hit in the 4th inning of last night's game. His 11th home run of the year. Eleven of his 39 hits. Home runs.
Well, that goes right into what we said about his approach. He's got one swing, and it's to try to hit home runs. So that's not at all surprising. I mean, Kelly Shopping does not get cheated when he runs into one and holds on to the bat at the same time.
Anything could happen. And 11 times he's hit the ball out of the park. Over to first, they throw it away. Rodriguez will head to second. He'll make the turn and stop as Teixeira runs it down. Now Rodriguez is in scoring position. It's an error charged to Colon.
Well, here it is. One pickoff on the day. This throw not that bad. That really should have been handled by Teixeira. That ball right down there by the dirt, but that's, hey, when you're trying to throw a pickoff, that's right where you're going. That ball's got to be caught.
So now Shopping has a man in scoring position. Nobody out in the bottom of the 2nd. And a pop fly, not too deep to right. Swisher's there to make the catch, and no chance for an advance. Rodriguez hangs on at second. 1 away now. The home run by Zobrist gives him 91 runs batted in, and that matches his career high. In 2009, he had 297 with 27 home runs that year. and drove in 91. Only has 91 runs batted in this year, now with 20 home runs. Here's Reed Brignac. Swings and misses. A strike the count. High shot back into center. Granderson backing up is there and makes the catch. Rodriguez tags and heads to third. So the Rays leading here 2-0 in Baltimore. Jacoby Ellsbury connects, hitting one out to right center field. A 2-run shot, and Boston will take a 2-1 lead in that game. Top of the third inning.
Tell you what, Jacoby Ellsbury, if Boston's scoring, he is in the middle of it.
Yep.
Period. Stop pitching to him.
Desmond Jennings fouls a fastball straight back. Well, he had 3 home runs in their day-night doubleheader in New York.
Yeah. Yesterday, got him the early lead.
Yep.
If he wasn't so fast, you'd say pick out a thigh and hit him and just put him on. But now he'll steal second and third, too. So I don't know what you do. Whatever you're doing is not working.
Pitch is down. 1-1. Ground ball down to third, comes up for Rodriguez. His throw in the dirt, but it's scooped by Teixeira, and that retires the side. The Rays get 2 runs in the inning on one swing of the bat from Ben Zobrist. Through 2-0 Rays.
Save me.
Ew, somebody need some savings? I got just what you need.
I just need to be faster.
Watch this.
Not quite what I had in mind.
Oh, fast.
Nope.
Quick.
Seriously?
Sorry, still new at this.
I just want to spend more time with my kids.
Oh, that's easy. With a natural gas clothes dryer, you can do all those loads of laundry twice as fast, with fewer wrinkles to boot.
Switch for a $150 rebate on a natural gas dryer. Visit peoplesgas.com.
Introducing Fox Sports Game Connect, the ultimate experience for Tampa Bay fans. Tune in, log on, and be a part of the most interactive forum during Rays games. Stats, trends, and exclusive game analysis, plus live Twitter feeds. You can even share your thoughts with the live broadcast. Don't just watch the game, be a part of it. Get connected now. The all-new Fox Sports Game Connect, now available on foxsportsflorida.com.
Meet the Rocket City Rednecks, real rocket scientists and country fight PhDs.
I want to show people that they can find the power they need right in their own backyards.
With a little bit of backwoods ingenuity, they're answering tough questions and solving some big problems.
Comments. What would we do to stop one if it was actually going to hit the earth?
So hold on tight. These are the Rocket City Rednecks. A new series premieres Wednesday at 9 on the National Geographic Channel.
Sun Sports is your home for baseball rivalries. Playoff fate is on the line in a September showdown. Rays and Yankees. The rivalry heats up live on Sun Sports, where baseball fans live.
Well, we head into the third inning here. The Rays have jumped out early 2-0. Tonight's game is available in Espanol via SAP. Brought to you by Coventry Healthcare of Florida.
And here's Russell Martin. Martin leads off the third. Taps one foul. roller, and that's strike one. Brett Gardner next, and then the top of the order, Eduardo Nunez. Well, here the Rays lead 2-0. In Baltimore, the Red Sox lead 2-1. Pitch outside, 1-1. Isn't this fun?
Oh, I mean,
it's been really amazing.
Hey, this is what you go to spring training for.
Yep.
To play in meaningful games in September with the opportunity to play in October. This is when baseball is at its best.
Pitch is down, 2-1. I think it's especially fun. You know, Joe Maddon's an interesting manager. He's always got something going on.
Yes.
And he's just a fun guy to be around and watch manage, in the way he puts a staff together and the ball club. This one is down, 3-1, and they built this club in such a way that it's an entertaining team. And I'll tell you, it's a team that most teams do not want to face in the postseason, because it's the kind of club that can really mess up a lot of plans for the postseason. There's a long drive to left, and Martin has just put the Yankees on the board with a long home run. A 3-1 fastball, and it's going to make it a 2-1 game here. Martin's 18th home run of the year.
Well, he got a fastball that was a mistake. It was elevated out over the plate in a bad count. We'll see where that ball is. Right out over, almost chest high. He just puts a charge into it.
And I'll tell you, that home run notwithstanding, because of the pitching for this team, it is a club that can really mess up a lot of plans for the postseason for October that other folks might have.
Yeah, you start to talk about 3-game series, 5-game series. Well, the Rays, you could play a 9-game series and they're going to have pitching for you. They just keep running it out there. They're going to play great defense. You know that. So they're not going to beat themselves. So you get the pitching, the defense, any kind of hitting you could scrape together. You know, we've got the 5 runs or more streak that the team's on.
Yeah, and that's been amazing there. If they score 5 with this pitching, good luck.
Yeah, I mean, all year long. I mean, what's the record? It's 60 plus.
Yeah, they're 61-7 when they score 5 or more runs, and they've won 28 games in a row when they do that.
And by the way, 5 runs isn't, you know, it's not something unrealistic. It's 5 runs. I mean,
well, up until the offensive side, boy, that pitch was close. 2-0 up until the last couple of years. I mean, 5 runs was pretty common. And still in the East, if you're going to compete with the Yankees and the Red Sox, you'd better be able to score 5 occasionally. Now there's ball 3, a fastball that missed. 3-0. The Yankees came in averaging 5.3 runs a game on the year. That's the kind of offense they have. They're used to doing that in the East. And Gardner walks. So after the home run, there's a walk on 4 straight pitches. And Hellickson's going to get a visit here from Jim Hickey.
Yeah, because if you go back to the Russell Martin at bat, he was down 3-1 and missed badly. In fact, the pitch that was hit out by Martin was probably ball 4. So you look back at 8 of the 9 pitches this inning, really only 1 true strike. Jim Hickey, that's where you got, you know, you can't go out there. You get 1 visit. You can't go out again this inning, obviously, if you're Jim Hickey. So you try to let the guy coach himself. That's why, as a major league pitcher or any pitcher, you get to a certain level, high school, college, professional ball, you've got to be your own pitching coach and understand what in your delivery you need, your keys that you need to go back to. Remember to be doing them so that you're on time and on schedule.
And the value of a veteran catcher, you know, the first pitch he made to Gardner after the home run pitch to Martin, Shopik immediately headed to the mound trying to cut this off at the pass. Well, now he walks Gardner on 4 pitches and Hickey has to come out. So we'll see what happens with the top of the order. Here's Eduardo Nunez, who lined to center his first time. Of course, a base stealing threat over there at first base in Gardner. There's a strike.
And, you know, sometimes those visits may not be anything mechanical. What it may be is Jim Hickey slowing the game down. You just gave up a home run and a 4-pitch walk. Don't want the inning to start to speed up on you, because these are the kind of innings that can turn into 3-4 run innings before you know what hit you. So just slow the pace down, almost like calling a little 20-second timeout.
Over to first. Gardner's back in. Gardner with 48 steals. And Hellickson has done a pretty good job with base runners this year. But he's got a tough one on right now.
He will be challenged by Gardner, but he's so quick to the plate.
Gardner to the backside of first base there.
Jeremy Hellickson, he'll pick the leg up and deliver to the plate, and he'll also slide step you. You got to guess right. But overall, has done a nice job of controlling the running game. 4 of those stolen bases out of the 9 came in one ball game where they were really picking on Robinson Chirinos.
Well, you see
that was the Yankees, actually.
Yeah, and you see the 3 pickoffs there. That's way more indicative of the job he's done than that caught stealing breakout because of the game you just referenced.
Yep. Well, and you know that, in fairness to Robinson Chirinos, you know, he hasn't been catching for very long. That was one of his first games. And oh, by the way, in that other dugout, you've got Joe Girardi and Tony Pena. They can pick up on catcher's mechanics and know, hey, this guy right now doesn't have a chance. And they sent the world against him that game and picked up 4 stolen bases off Hellickson.
Pitch lifted into center. Upton comes in for this one. That's the first out. So Gardner is still at first, 1 away. Curtis Granderson, with his 41 home runs, is on his way to the batter's box. Granderson was retired in the first when Hellickson got him to fly to center field on a changeup. Got him out in front just enough. Over to first again on Gardner.
You saw those camera angles from the previous at-bat. Gardner leading off, really trying to time up Jeremy Hellickson and start leaning towards second base, trying to see if he can come up with a timing mechanism that will allow him to go.
Pitch drops in there. Slow curveball. Strike 1.
Gardner's really close to taking off here. He's been timing him up pretty good.
Well, that last breaking ball had to be tantalizing for the base runner.
Well, that's why you'll see a lot of times they'll peek in. You're not usually, catchers don't give double signs with just a runner on first, so they'll look in to see if they can pick anything up, and if it's a breaking ball or off speed, they go.
Gardner in position. There he goes. Pitch, a swing and a miss. The throw's going to skip in and pop away from Brignac. Brignac made contact, I think, with Gardner, but did not have control of the baseball. And Gardner has his 49th stolen base of the year.
Well, the way that he was timing him up, you knew he was close to going. Picked the good pitch to go on a ball in the dirt, but it was handled nicely by Shopik in the throw. You see that Brignac catches that ball right on the legs of Gardner. Watch this right there. He's got him, but the foot of Gardner jarred the ball loose as it swept by the glove. Watch the left foot take the ball out of the glove right there. The ball, trust me, it popped out. There it is.
Sam Holbrook on the call. Pitch is outside. 1-2. 2-1 ball game as we play in the top of the third. The Rays scored 2 in the second, and the Yankees have 1 in the third. And Gardner, with his great speed and scoring position, pitch is up a bit. Fastball. And we go to 2-2. Take a look at that pitch.
Close but off.
Yep, off the plate. Anderson 2 of 10 with a home run off Hellickson. 2-2. He bounces it. That's going to be a foul ball off his foot. And the ball rolling down to first. It's still a 2-2 count. Sean Rodriguez made the pickup over there. Sean playing first base in the place of Casey Kochman tonight. The third start Rodriguez has made at third base this year. It's his fifth game overall at first base. Coming in, he had made no errors and 18 total chances over there. Casey had some tightness in his chest and was a scratch from the lineup. Taken to the hospital for precautionary reasons to examine him. Anderson pops it up. Right side. Zobrist making the call. 2 gone. Two outs. Gardner still at second, and Robinson Cano will be the hitter. Well, the run producers get even better with men in scoring position, and that's been the case with Cano. And with that in mind, they're going to go ahead and walk him, even though Alex Rodriguez is on deck. Rodriguez, the right-handed hitter.
You've also got to contend with those numbers. Robinson Cano off of Jeremy Hellickson, now 5 out of 10 with 2 home runs. So, well, first at bat with Alex Rodriguez, he was carved up by Jeremy Hellickson. A fastball, a changeup below the zone, and he froze him on a fastball in.
So the intentional walk sends Cano to first. Gardner at second. And Alex Rodriguez is on his way to the plate. Well, Rodriguez now lifetime is 1 out of 4 against Hellickson with a couple strikeouts, including the strikeout in the second inning. He bats again in the third. First pitch, a fastball, misses. Two, 3-0 for the Rays. 1, 2, and 2 for New York. Two balls, no strikes. Rodriguez would not offer.
Saw a similar breakout last night with Shields early on. Balls and strikes relatively even.
And more unusual for Shields than Hellickson.
But still.
But that's not what you want even from Hellickson.
Puts you in a lot of bad spots.
Now he has Rodriguez out in front after that one. Change up, 2-1.
That's another reason that pitch is so important. Such a weapon. A hitter. What do you think Alex Rodriguez is looking for? 2-0. Something straight. Okay, I'll give you something straight. Minus about 10, 11, 12 miles an hour. See how you like that.
A 2-1 count. He tried to find the inside edge there, but missed with a fastball.
Yeah, this ball going to be off the plate in. He tried to zip that one in there, catch him by surprise.
Now he's behind 3-1.
Hitter's still not sure what's coming, though. That's the thing. He may drop the change.
Anybody's guess. 3-1.
Right.
And a swing and a miss, and there it is. The changeup takes the count full.
That is how you start to really mess with the hitter's mind. 2-0, 3-1. He's gotten changeups.
So now what? Full count. This is how he gets hitters in between. They're not really sure. They want to tell you that they're not going to get off the fastball, but don't get beat by that changeup either. Well, a lot of times you end up in the middle. And that's probably a worse place to be.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, and he just missed there. He threw him a fastball and tried to pick up the outside corner. And the bases are going to be loaded. Here's a look at the pitch.
Boy, that was close. Fox Tracks has it just off.
Yeah, and it is off, but as we mentioned earlier, Fairchild's he's not going to widen the plate for you. That's his strike zone, and he's consistent that way. And that was a little bit off the plate, and the bases are loaded. Here's Mark Teixeira. Teixeira reached on the infield hit his first time and hits a high fly ball back into right. Joyce is there waiting. He's got it, and that retires the side. Yankees leave him loaded. Rays lead 2-1.
Your friend told you they love their pilot. You read about how reliable Hondas are, and still, you waited. What if I told you the Odyssey was a 2011 top safety pick? Or that Kelley Blue Book rated the CR-V highest resale value, and you can get a great deal on all 3. Still not convinced? Well, that's when you go from shrewd consumer guy to weird moon landing denier guy. Don't be that guy. Come see the wide selection and great offers at your Honda dealer today.
Share a sunset and a laugh. Celebrate getting there and every step of the way. Build for the future while enjoying the present to the fullest. Because after all, life is a beautiful collection of moments. So go live. We've got you covered. Coventry Healthcare of Florida, lighting the way to better health.
Jeep Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV ever. And Jeep Wrangler has an all-new powertrain with improved fuel economy, a refined, quiet interior, best-in-class maneuverability and ground clearance. And with some of the year's best deals, there's a lot to celebrate. The Jeep Celebration event, featuring the newest lineup of trail-rated SUVs.
Now, introducing 0% financing for 60 months on the 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Good morning.
Good morning.
There are 16 fresh-picked oranges squeezed into each bottle of Tropicana Pure Premium, and absolutely no space for added sugar, water, or preservatives. Tropicana, we put the good in morning.
So we head into the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Yankees have cut into the Rays' lead. It's now 2-1. On tonight's game and all season long, Tires Plus will donate $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Tampa Bay Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. You know what we ought to do is get a $100 donation together for anybody that can figure out what that autograph was.
Yeah. Well, that'd be a great way to raise funds.
Hey.
B.J. Upton. Line drive and a base hit. That's headed up the left field line and all the way to the corner. Extra bases for Upton. B.J. on his way to second with his 27th double of the year. He didn't waste any time, and he jumped on the first pitch.
There's your Checkers double of the game. Well, he gets a pitch right out over the plate. Another mistake by Colon. Jumps on it. You see Alex Rodriguez playing in at the cut of the grass. He's got no chance. Rays put a man in scoring position to lead off the 3rd.
Continues that hot hitting in September. BJ at second for Evan Longoria. Pitch is outside. Boston batting in the top of the 4th, leading Baltimore 2-1. The Tigers and the Texas Rangers playing for the better record of the 2. Detroit has a 3-0 lead in the top of the 2nd over Cleveland. That game in Detroit. Ground ball fouled. It's 1-1. And should the Rays go ahead and come out of this with the wild card, that game will have some impact on them as to whether they play the Texas Rangers or the Detroit Tigers. And if those two teams should finish in their respective divisions with identical records, then the Tigers will get the advantage in the postseason seeding because they have a better record head-to-head against the Texas Rangers. They won 6 out of 9 against Texas. 2-1 to count to Evan Longoria. It's foul back, 2-2. Well, since the 11th of June, a lot of runs batted in this game among Longoria, Cano, and Granderson, and then Ellsbury, who's already struck over in Baltimore for the Red Sox. Evan topping that list in the RBI department to get to 95. That's quite a recovery after the slow start and the injuries.
Well, think about that. 82 since June.
Yep.
Okay, but he missed the first month, obviously, with the oblique, but then just 13 RBIs at that point for Evan Longoria. Talk about turning it up. My goodness.
The count goes full. And ball 4 outside. Two men on with nobody out for Matt Joyce. Rodriguez comes in to have a few words with Colon. Also, that wild card race going on over in the National League with Atlanta holding a 1-game advantage over St. Louis. Both Atlanta and St. Louis lost in their games last night. Foul ball, strike 1 to Matt Joyce. There's the National League wild card race. The Astros beat the Cardinals in 10 innings, 5-4, and the Braves lost to the Phillies 4-2 as Cliff Lee last night won his 17th game. Strike the count to Matt. And a high popper on the left side. Infield pop here, and it's handled by Nunez. St. Louis and Houston underway, and they're in the bottom of the first in Houston tonight. No score. The Phillies have taken an early 4-0 lead in that game against Atlanta. Johnny Damon with a base hit, his first time. Pitch is outside. 1-0. Damon came into the game hitting .362 lifetime against Bartolo Colon. Two and nothing. Piece of that one foul. Rays now 15-10 in September. This will be their first ever winning September. They went 18-10 in August. The only losing month was July, when at times it seemed as if they just could not buy a run. The offense in July was a struggle, but August and September, a little different story. Boston has widened the lead. It's now 5-1. Lavarnway, the young catcher, has hit a home run. He's in there because Saltalamacchia had to leave the game last night. He was banged up. And Veritek has been banged up. Here's Damon lifting a high popper into shallow right. And that's Cano out there making the catch. 2 gone. Three-run home run off the bat of Lavarnway. Boston now in the top of the 4th, opening a 5-1 lead. Ben Zobrist, he homered his last time up there. The pitch is too low. Two and nothing.
You can see the way that Ben Zobrist is taking these pitches. He sees the ball out of Cologne's hand very well. A couple of breaking balls there, down. Ben not even flinching.
Two and one. Fouls it into the top of the screen. Takes the count to 2-2.
Now, if I'm Ben Zobrist right now, after that fastball, if Bartolo Colon is reading that, same with Russell Martin, now is the time you look for that front door sinker. He's got you leaning out over the plate. He got Ben to reach at that pitch. Look for that sinker in, trying to freeze Zobrist.
And the pitch is down.
Yeah, that he came back with the breaking ball, and that's fine, but he threw 2 of those to start off the AB. That Ben Zobrist didn't even so much as give a second look. That would have been the time to come back in with that 2-seamer and try to freeze Ben Zobrist on a ball that starts in off the plate and then catches the inside corner.
Three-two, strike 3 call. There it is. That's exactly what he did with the 3-2 pitch. It came back, caught the corner, in the Rays, after putting the first 2 men on, leave 2 men aboard and lead 2-1.
What separates Ram trucks from Ford and Chevy? Well, the legendary Hemi engine. Class-leading, unsurpassed off-road capability. And best-in-class towing, just to name a few. Standing alone never felt so powerful. Now get 0% financing for 60 months, plus a no extra charge Hemi V8 on 2011 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.
Every day, all around the world, energy is being produced to power our lives. Well, energy development comes with some risk. North America's natural gas producers are committed to safely and responsibly providing generations of cleaner burning energy for our country. Drilling thousands of feet below fresh water sources within self-contained well systems, and using state-of-the-art monitoring technologies, rigorous practices help ensure our operations are safe and clean for our communities and the environment. We're America's natural gas.
Forget overpaid athletes. The High Life is sponsoring real folks. Nick Thompson, we want to be the official beer you and your nostalgia game of catch.
All right, thanks. Come on, Dad.
Get sponsored at MillerHighLife.com.
Like so many great pioneers before me, guided only by a dream, I'm embarking on a journey of epic proportion. I will travel from sea to shining sea, through amber waves of grain, and I won't stop until I've helped every driver in America save hundreds on car insurance. Well, I'm at the parking lot. That's a good start.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
2-1 ball game. The Rays lead it here as we move into the top of the fourth inning. Take a look at our AT&T trivia question in the fourth. The Rays starters have an American League best 351 earned run average in the last 20 years. Which team is the only American League club to post a better earned run average by their starting core? Jeremy Hellickson got off to a difficult start in the third inning, but left the bases loaded and gave up just the one run on the leadoff home run by Martin. Now he faces Swisher to open the fourth. Pitch outside, 1-0. Ball fouled up the right side. Out of play. Count is 1-1. Ryan LaVarnway, who just hit that 3-run home run. That's his first major league home run. And he's in there because Veritek has a bruised knee, and saw Dell'Amacchia last night took a foul ball off the collarbone. And LaVarnway's in there and hits a big 3-run home run, his first big league shot. 2-1 pitch skied toward right center. Joyce and Upton, and it's BJ. Couple of steps back on the track. Swisher got some carry on that one, but BJ caught up to it. One out. Jorge Posada. Pitch is a strike. I wonder how the Red Sox broadcasters called that home run. They had asked him, young LaVarnway, when he came up. They knew he had some power. And one of their broadcasters asked him, it's a ground ball to first. Rodriguez is going to make the play unassisted, 2 outs. They asked him what kind of power he had. Was it straightaway power? Did he pull the ball? Big time power? What kind of power he had? And he said, "You're the wordsmith. You describe it." Well, I wonder how they described it tonight. 2 gone. Rookies.
Yeah, rookies. Who needs them?
Here's Russell Martin. That's a fly ball into short left. Jennings coming in. Desmond makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 Tampa Bay.
At AutoWayService.com, you get one thing most car dealers don't give you. Answers.
Can I schedule a service appointment online?
Yes, 24 hours a day at AutoWayService.com. Plus, we're open 7 days a week.
Do you have auto service discounts and specials?
Every day. Plus, get 10% off service when you schedule through AutoWayService.com. Questions? Answers. AutoWayService.com. Schedule appointments 24 hours a day. Plus, we're open 7 days a week.
Gotta get your checkers checked.
It's everything you love about chicken, only smaller. New Chicken Bites from Checkers. Juicy white meat chicken in fun, poppable bites. Just $1. Add Checkers seasoned fries for a flavor-packed box that rocks. Just $2. It's love at first bite. Checkers, feast on. Real chocolate cake, vanilla soft serve, lots of toppings. Try our chocolate cake sundae.
Okay, this is it, the Built Ford Tough Sales event. And in this corner, America's most fuel-efficient pickups. Featuring F-150 with exclusive EcoBoost technology that delivers the power and MPGs the so-called contenders can't. Plus, it's ranked highest in initial quality in its class. Now that's a 1-2 knockout punch.
Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $3,000 in total savings on an F-150, or choose $7,000 in total savings.
Rays lead 2-1 as they come into bat in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rays starters have the American League best .351 earned run average over the last 20 years. Who's the only American League club to post a better starter earned run average? How about the Oakland A's? A .347, and that was last year. How about that? Sean Rodriguez will lead off. Sean singled his first time. Sean playing first base. That's a strike. Popper, right side foul. Teixeira under it, makes the catch. 1 out here in the Rays half of the 4th. Baltimore batting in the bottom of the 4th, trailing Boston. It's 5-3. Matt Wieters has just hit a home run. So the Orioles aren't done yet. Shopik takes the pitch for a strike. Pitch outside. It's 1-1. So Popper, foul ball right side. Out of play. 1-2. Home run for Wieters, his 22nd of the year. So it's a 2-run game with Boston leading Baltimore. Rays scored their 2 in the 2nd inning on a home run by Ben Zobrist. Also Martin homered in the 3rd inning. Shopik reaching out on strikes. 3rd strikeout for Colon. Well, after Lavarnway hit the home run for Boston, Matt Wieters gets hold of this one from Eric Bedard. Drives it into the Baltimore bullpen. And it's 5-3. Reed Brignac. Takes a strike. base hit. Brignac, a 2-out single.
That ball was equidistant between Mark Teixeira and Robinson Cano, and Robinson Cano didn't even make a move towards it. Just stayed put. Teixeira took a step and a half and dove. Watch Robinson Cano. Not like he would have gotten there, but I'd like to see a little bit more movement than that. Like throwing seeds at it as it rolled by.
Desmond Jennings. Pitch inside. That's the same as throwing your glove?
You could.
Then you get another base.
Hey, Tanner did it in Bad News Bears. Worked for him.
Yeah.
He also threw it at a runner coming across second, too. That wasn't so cool.
For the first base, Brignac is back in. Ground ball chopped to short. Nunez to second. So they get the force. We're through 4. 2-1 Tampa Bay.
You know what sells? Sex. You know what it sells? Beer. It won't sell an important thing like a car. What will? Well, the Honda Civic received a 2011 Highest Initial Quality Award from J.D. Power and Associates, and right now you can get a stellar deal on one. That's what sells a car. But a little bit of sex doesn't hurt. Come see the wide selection and great offers at your Honda dealer today.
The UEFA Champions League. First, a battle at Stadio San Paolo. Napoli looks for points against Villarreal.
Oh, that is absolutely brilliant!
Then, Messi and defending champs Barca look to breeze through the group stage.
Unbelievable!
Next, they head to Belarus to face off against Bate. The UEFA Champions League. Napoli versus Villarreal on Tuesday. Bate versus Barca on Wednesday.
All the action, all access, all right here on Sun Sports.
Hi again, everyone, and welcome to an evening of Rays baseball.
150 games, all in high def.
I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard.
All the excitement of Rays baseball.
There's a shot, home run!
All season on Sun Sports, the official broadcast partner of the Tampa Bay Rays. Sun Sports is your home for baseball rivalries. Playoff fate is on the line in a September showdown. Rays and Yankees, the rivalry heats up. Live on Sun Sports, where baseball fans live.
Rays lead 2-1. We go to the 5th inning. Time for the Keep Your Edge Spotlight, brought to you by Just for Men, Mustache and Beard. These rookies, Jeremy Hellickson, Ivan Nova, and Mark Trumbo, giving their teams the edge, and you can keep your edge with Just for Men, Mustache and Beard. Getting ahead in the Rookie of the Year battle right there.
Nova, very impressive also, 16-4. He's one of their go-to guys, too. You know, they talk about, well, what do we have after CC Sabathia? Well, you got Nova. A.J. Burnett threw the ball very well his last time out against Boston.
Brett Gardner leads off the 5th. He shortens as if to bunt, bringing Longoria even a little closer. A ball and no strikes. Baltimore still hitting in the bottom of the 4th inning. They've closed the gap to 2, and they're threatening for more. A liner into center, and Gardner's on to start the 5th. He walked in the 3rd. Now a leadoff base hit in the 5th inning. Eduardo Nunez Nunez is nothing of 2. Thompson going through the signs down at third as Nunez now steps in. Over to first. Gardner back in.
Well, they'll be paying real close attention to Brett Gardner now. Not only leading the American League in stolen bases, but he swiped one his last at bat. More than likely would have been called out if his foot hadn't jarred the ball loose from the glove of Reed Brignac.
He's back in. Rays starting the day tied with Boston in the wild card race, wiping out a 9-game deficit in the wild card race as late as September 4th. They were 9 back. The pitch is a strike throw to first. Gardner back in. Chopping with a toss down to Sean Rodriguez. Well, you see that Boston-Baltimore score. They're in the bottom of the 4th with runners at first and second and 1 out. And Bedard has been removed. And Aceves, the right-hander, enters the game. One strike to count to Eduardo Nunez. Ground ball, base hit into right. Gardner leaping over that ground ball. Nunez will hold on at first, and into third goes Gardner. It's first and third, nobody out.
Well, that was a good piece of hitting there by Nunez, taking a pitch that's away from him. He's got all that room to work with over there. Look at him shoot that hole. Almost got his own guy. Able to jump up and over it, turn on the jets and get into third. You've got a guy over there playing first base that's only been over there 5 different games this year, trying to come off that bag as a fielder and be ready for it. Nunez just shot the gap. Yankees threatening.
Granderson. Tough hitters here. Upstairs. Breaking ball stayed up wide. Granderson leads the league with 119 runs batted in. And it's too low.
You know, the other thing about Curtis Granderson is he's a guy that has a knack for getting the ball in the air into the outfield. Tough to hit ground ball double plays with him. He does a nice job of working his pitch and getting some lift, especially in a situation like this. And really, if you're Jeremy Hellickson, you've got to forget about the runner on third base. You almost have to have the mindset of conceding that run and work as if there's just a man on first. Because if you're trying to pitch now thinking about, well, I can't let him score, you know, you start trying to make the perfect pitch, and now here you are 2-0.
Yeah, and that's the way the Rays set up defensively in this situation. Got men at first and third. Well, they're hoping that they could get a chance to get 2, but as you point out, Granderson can lift the ball.
Yeah, and so you just concede that run, make your pitches to Granderson. Now, if it gets to a situation where now it's 1 out with first and third, maybe now you can get a double play ball, you start thinking long term, but right now you're thinking hitter. Make quality pitches, forget about the runner over on third base.
And a ground ball right there. Foul. 2-1. The other thing about Granderson, he does strike out a lot, 168 times this year. That's one way to get to that first, third, one out.
Yeah.
Two, one, and that's a strike.
See, every quality pitch presents a new opportunity. Now you've gotten back into the count at 2-2. Now you can go for the strikeout, and you can even go for the strikeout on something that you know is going to be close to the dirt or in the dirt, because you got a catcher back there that you can trust to get down and block that, be active back there. Now you go for it.
2-2. Over to first. Nunez, the runner, back in. Gardner is the runner at third. Nobody out. Hellickson. To the plate. Ground ball, second base. Brignac at short, steps on the bag and goes to first. They get the double play, and Gardner scores. 12th double play Granderson has hit into this year. 6-3. Brignac, who stepped on the bag at second and made a 6-3 double play. So the game is tied.
Very similar defensive alignment. They play a lot of times on Casey Kochman. That shortstop shading way up the middle. He gets a one hopper. Easy to work with. The Rays would trade that any day.
It's a tie game. Base is empty now, and here's Robinson Cano. The Sebbies got Boston out of that spot. So they go to the fifth inning. It's 5-3. Boston leading Baltimore. Cano lines one to right, and Joyce is there to haul it in. Line drive caught by Matt Joyce. Bottom of the fifth coming. We're tied 2-2.
Hey, Randy, with gray on your lip, your curve appeals zip. Your stubble's in trouble.
Just for men, penetrates tough gray and puts it away in 5 easy minutes.
Hey, watch my petunias.
The big unit's chillin'.
This landscape is thrilling, just for men. Keep your edge.
Get ready for Fox Soccer Plus.
And he's placed it magnificently.
Sign up now to see over 130 exclusive Barclays Premier League games, 70 UEFA Champions League matches, 73 exclusive Serie A games, and over 800 exclusive events, including the world's best rugby competitions, all in HD. Call 1-877-810-KICK or go to foxsoccerplus.com and get Fox Soccer Plus today.
Introducing Fox Sports Game Connect, the ultimate experience for Tampa Bay fans. Tune in, log on, and be a part of the most interactive forum during Rays games. Stats, trends, and exclusive game analysis, plus live Twitter feeds. You can even share your thoughts with the live broadcast. Don't just watch the game, be a part of it. Get connected now. The all-new Fox Sports Game Connect, now available on foxsportsflorida.com.
Alexis of Clearwater game summary. Ben Zobrist's 20th home run of the year gave the Rays a 2-0 lead in the second. Russell Martin opened the third with a home run for New York to make it 2-1. And then the Yankees got the run home on a double play ball hit by Granderson, scoring Brett Gardner. Jeremy Hellickson has given up 2 runs, 4 hits. The Rays have 2 runs, 5 hits off Bartolo Colon. B.J. Upton's going to lead it off. Pitch is a strike. It'll be Upton, Longoria, and then Joyce. One and one. Two and one. BJ on base both times. Ground ball shortstop. Nunez with time makes the throw. Upton is out of there.
We'll get exclusive deals and coupons delivered right to your phone with the free TampaBay.com/things-to-do iPhone app powered by the St. Petersburg Times. It's available now at the iTunes App Store.
Well, Evan Longoria, who's been on base all 6 times he's been to the plate in this series, with only 1 hit. He has 4 walks, a hit, and he reached on the error charge to Nunez back in the first inning. Fouls it back. That's a strike. So Evan officially 0 for 1 in this game. 2-2 tie in the 5th. Inside. 1-1. Braves trail the Phillies in Atlanta, bottom of the 6th, 6-0. The Cardinals trailed Houston in the bottom of the 3rd at Houston 1-0. That's the wild card race in the National League. Atlanta and St. Louis battling it out. The Braves up by a game. One-two, base hit into right. So Longoria on base again.
This ball coming back out over the plate. You see Evan was starting to dive. Almost jammed himself, but he's able to push that ball out into right field with the 1-out hit.
Here's Matt Joyce. A couple of pop-ups tonight. Malone starts him with a strike. Braves trying to get to the postseason via the wild card. Even with the Red Sox. Home runs for Joyce. It's down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside. 2-1. The Yankees, with 97 wins, have clinched everything they can clinch. They've won the division and home field advantage. 97 and 63. Still to be determined who they will host. Joyce lifts a fly ball toward Gardner in left. He's back there after it. 2 gone. Texas and Detroit, the division winners in the West and Central divisions respectively. And Detroit tonight has a 4-1 lead on Cleveland in the bottom of the 4th inning. Texas coming into play 94 wins and Detroit 93, and that would affect where they'll be and who they'll play. Ground ball down to first, handled by Teixeira, an assistant, and the Rays leave a runner. We're through 5, tied 2-2.
Summer may be ending, but the savings are just beginning. Announcing the final days of summer event at Lexus of Tampa Bay and Lexus of Clearwater. Right now, get a new IS250 for $299 a month. A new ES350 only $369 a month. As summer ends, the savings begin. IS250s $299 a month. ES350s $369 a month. At Lexus of Tampa Bay and Lexus of Clearwater. 888-GO-LEXUS.com.
Share a sunset and a laugh. Celebrate getting there and every step of the way. Build for the future while enjoying the present to the fullest. Because after all, life is a beautiful collection of moments. So go live. We've got you covered. Coventry Healthcare of Florida, lighting the way to better health.
Came back strong. We got the W, and, well, we whipped them. We whipped them.
Sold out for whipping cream. Sponsorship should be for folks living the high life like y'all, not that fool.
Get sponsored at MillerHighLife.com.
Clean the mess, find the shoe. Where are my keys? I have no clue how to plan the family fun. There's just no time. I'm on the run.
Find family fun fast at TampaBay.com/things to do. Or keep up with the fun while you're on the run with the free TampaBay.com/things to do app. Get special deals and discounts right on your phone. Now available at the iPhone App Store.
That was easy. I saved time and I didn't spend a dime. With a click, I'm Supermom. Thanks a lot, TampaBay.com.
2-2 as we head to the sixth inning. Time for the Auto 8 text poll question of the evening. Who do you think's the Rays MVP this year? TB1 James Shields, TB2 Evan Longoria, TB3 Ben Zobrist, TB4 Kyle Farnsworth. Text those votes to 78979. Standard message and data rates apply. The Tampa Bay chapter of the Baseball Writers Association of America had their awards tonight, and there you see who they chose for MVP. Right there, James Shields won it. Evan Longoria finished runner-up. And they also handed out the Rookie of the Year. David Price did not win that. He accepted it for Jeremy Hellickson. And the Good Guy Award, which went to Johnny Damon as Alex Rodriguez takes a pitch low. So here you see the winners for the Tampa Bay Writers Association chapter as Damon wins his third Good Guy Award. Also won one with the Red Sox and the Yankees. Hellickson, the Rookie, and Shields, the MVP. Guys, back to you.
Well, it's a 1-0 count to Alex Rodriguez to open the sixth inning, and we have a tie game. 2-0. Those awards are always fun.
They are.
You know, and Johnny Damon, he's won that, essentially the colloquial term would be the Good Guy Award.
That's
he's won
right.
that before. So a repeat winner.
All well deserved.
The pitch is a strike, 2-1, Johnny. Very engaging. Very across the board.
Well, you know, he's been there, done that for a long time.
Yeah.
A lot of success, knows how to handle the media. You know, you play in some of the zoos that he's played in, New York and Boston. That's about as crazy as it gets.
Ball 3 to Rodriguez now. 3-1, and Hellickson pitching in this big game right here. And it's that same expression out there. We referenced him as a veteran rookie. You know, and he's really been this way from the first time we ever saw him pitch. 3-2 now. It's foul back. You know, they used to say that at the end of a college basketball season, for an example, no such thing as a freshman anymore, and that's really true of Hellickson. Here we are in late September, but he was the same in April as he is now in September. 3-2, and he loses Rodriguez to start the sixth inning. He walks him.
Well, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. Visit geico.com today.
Mark Teixeira. The Red Sox have loaded the bases with 2 outs in the fifth inning, and Ryan Lavarnway is at the plate. That's a strike.
Just walk him.
Yeah.
Walk in the run.
Barkin in there. Britton is out of the game now. Shift on for Teixeira. He shoots this one into right field over the head of Joyce. It one hops the wall. Rodriguez goes to third. The throw into second base on the double. And it's 2nd and 3rd with nobody out.
This pitch trying to get it to the outside corner, and it stays middle of the plate. Teixeira is able to get enough of that ball to get it by Joyce. Hustles into second. The Yankees with a big threat right here. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out.
Well, trouble now. 2 men in scoring position with no outs for Nick Swisher. Pitch is outside. We're going to start him with a curveball. Couple of fly balls for Swisher on the evening. Hitting a little over 240 with men in scoring position. And a shot to center field. That's got some carry and will be off the wall. Rodriguez scores. Teixeira stops at 3rd. A double for Swisher, and it's 3-2.
I mean, how does Mark Teixeira not score on that? I mean, that ball was blasted out there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to erase my score sheet because I'd already scored him, but he wound up at 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, how you're not more than, I mean, you go halfway, you think he's going to catch it. Maybe you go back and tag up, but there was no chance. Look at it, he gets back there to tag up. This ball's not even close. That's a big break for the Rays right there, because that run should have scored.
So it's 2nd and 3rd. Posada's at the plate, and the Rays will walk him intentionally. A 3-2 ball game. So the bases will be loaded with Russell Martin due up. The Yankees have taken the lead. Still nobody out in this inning as the Rays load the bases and look for a chance to maybe get a couple and help them get out of this. Well, the bases are loaded, and Nick Markakis makes this diving catch for the Orioles to get them out of that big spot. And they're still down by only 2.
You talk about a great play. If he doesn't come up with that, the base is probably clear. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Everybody's running on contact. That ball hit so high, that could have been 8-3 right there in a hurry. Huge. Well, the Rays got their own business to do now.
Yes, they do. Jake McGee's up in the bullpen. Jim Hickey spending a prolonged visit out there with Hellickson, with Russell Martin due up. So the leadoff walk to Rodriguez starts this. Teixeira then doubled, setting up 2nd and 3rd, and Swisher doubled with only Rodriguez scoring. Teixeira stopping at 3rd. Now the intentional walk to Posada. They're loaded with nobody out for Martin. Five walks, the 2nd intentional walk of the night. Martin chops it to 3rd. Out there, out at 2nd, over to 1st. They get the triple play. Martin bounces into a triple play. 5-4-3. Longoria stepped on the bag. Went down to Zobrist and over to Sean Rodriguez. 5-4-3. And I mean out on the triple play. And it's still a 1-run ball game. Rays get out of a big jam here with a triple play in the 6th.
Strike 1. Incredible. The Rays are throwing heat. And if they get 10 strikeouts at home, fans can take their ticket stub to any Cane's Furniture for a free Papa John's pizza coupon. And enter for a chance to meet a Rays player. Strike 2.
It's no coincidence the Toyota Tundra has received the most dependable large pickup award from J.D. Power and Associates. once, not twice, but 6 years in a row. Now that's a statement no other truck can make. Save up to $6,500 on the 2011 Toyota Tundra Double Cab with 0% APR. The full-size Tundra from Toyota.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody.
Rays get out of a big jam here, and how about Teixeira not scoring on that double now as the Rays turn a triple play and stay just one run down.
You could not have set it up any more perfect. Evan Longoria, that ball chopped right to him. He feels it actually with his right foot on the bag. Then it's just a matter of making the throws. Rays do that very well, and the second time this year. We saw him throw gum once, but he's still in there, so he'll keep the gum but show the emotion. And you're right, Mark Teixeira not reading that blast by Swisher costs the Yankees a run. Rays get out of it.
And here's Ben Zobrist to open the bottom of the sixth. Yeah, we've seen Hellickson toss his gum and a double fist pump, all in the same season.
I mean, in 6 months' time. Loose cannon.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's a strike to Ben Zobrist. Zobrist, Rodriguez, and Chopik. 3-6-2 for New York, 2-6-0 for the Rays. And a line drive base hit into right for Zobrist. Ben picks up his second hit. This one a leadoff single. Look at Sean Rodriguez up there.
Well, this is a big inning for the Rays offensively, because if Bartolo Colon and whoever may come in this inning, if anybody, are able to get out of this inning, you set up a situation where the Yankees now could turn to that back end of the bullpen, bring in Soriano, Robertson, Rivera with a lead. Very formidable. So you want to make a move in this inning, and that's a great start.
Over to first, back in goes Zobrist. The Rays in the top of the sixth inning, turning the third triple play in Rays history. Another toss and Zobrist back in. That's a strike to Sean, a fastball. Colon has made 80 pitches. Rodriguez lets a fly ball deep right field. Swisher will go back to the track for this one and make the catch. Sean shot it toward right center, but Swisher had room. Girardi headed out of the dugout. He's had action in the bullpen, and he's going to go that way now. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Metro PCS.
Share a sunset and a laugh. Celebrate getting there and every step of the way. Build for the future while enjoying the present to the fullest. Because after all, life is a beautiful collection of moments. So go live. We've got you covered. Coventry Healthcare of Florida, lighting the way to better health.
Gotta get you.
Yankees lead the Rays 3-2, bottom half of the sixth. Runner on, one out. Pitching change, Corey Wade in there for the Yankees. Joe Girardi said yesterday and reiterated again today, he wishes he had 2 days off in between the final regular season game and the playoffs. That way he could use his bullpen in game 162 the way he wanted to. Instead, he said he's going to give guys like Soriano, Robertson, Corey Wade tomorrow off, and he wanted to get them all into tonight's game. He also said he would check with Mariano Rivera whether he wanted to pitch him tonight or tomorrow. He said no matter what the score was tonight, guys, he was going to use Wade, Robertson, and Soriano for sure. Back to you.
Well, Wade in here with a runner at first and one out in the sixth inning. Kelly Shopik in the batter's box. And the pitch is popped up. Breaking ball, and Cano makes the catch. 2 gone.
Look at those numbers for Wade. Very good. On for the 39th time. 6-1 record. Got the holds, the ERA under 2. And opponent's average, 217.
Reed Brignac, the hitter. 2 outs with Zobrist at first. And a ground ball hits the mound and goes through into center field. Zobrist hustles his way to third. First and third on the base hit by Brignac, who's 2 for 3 tonight.
Brignac hammers that ball right back up the middle. Fastball catches a lot of play. Right back up the middle, gives the Rays a good chance here. First and third, 2 outs. You got the top of the order coming up.
Desmond Jennings looking for his first hit of this game. The pitch is popped up, foul, back and out of play. Jennings and Wade were teammates with the Durham Bulls for the first part of this season. Wade now pitching for the Yankees, and here's Desmond facing him in this crucial spot in the 6th inning. One and one. Zobrist at third. Brignac is at first. Rays got out of a big spot in the top of the inning, limiting New York to just 1 run when they pulled a 5-4-3 triple play. That's outside. And now it's 2 and 1. Boston has just increased the lead in Baltimore on a 2-run home run by Marco Scutaro. Fly ball headed to right. Swisher makes the catch, and the Rays leave 2. We're through 6. It's 3-2 New York.
It all started here. The #1 selling car in the Tampa Bay area is now the #1 selling sedan in all of America. Hyundai Sonata is outselling Camry, Accord, and everyone else. Come celebrate during Hyundai's #1 event. #1 fuel economy, #1 warranty, and #1 in customer loyalty. Plus, right now, Sonatas are only $199 a month. Get to your Suncoast Hyundai dealers today. #1 in the Tampa Bay area. #1 in America. Only Hyundai has it.
It's everything you love about chicken, only smaller. New Chicken Bites from Checkers. Juicy white meat chicken in fun, poppable bites. Just $1. Add Checkers seasoned fries for a flavor-packed box that rocks. Just $2. It's love at first bite. Checkers, feast on. Real chocolate cake, vanilla soft serve, lots of toppings. Try our chocolate cake sundae.
My electric bill was breaking the bank. So to save some money, I trained this team of guinea pigs to row this tiny boat. They generate electricity, which lets me surf the web all day. Took me 6 months to train each one. 8 months to get the little chubby one to yell row. It's kind of strange. Such a simple word. Row.
There's an easier way to save. Get online. Go to geico.com. Get a quote. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Sun Sports is your home for baseball rivalries. Playoff fate is on the line in a September showdown. Rays and Yankees. The rivalry heats up live on Sun Sports, where baseball fans live.
Here the Rays and the Yankees go into the 7th. New York leading 3-2 in Baltimore. In the top of the 6th, Marco Scutaro connecting for a 2-run home run, his 7th home run of the year, and that gives Boston a 7-3 lead. Here as we go to the 7th, Jeremy Hellickson is lifted after 89 pitches, and Jake McGee, the new Rays pitcher.
McGee on for the 36th time, a 3-2 record, ERA 4.85, a strikeout an inning. Got to keep the Yankees right here. Not let them add on. 3 innings to go.
The left-handed batter, Brett Gardner, leads off. He's been on base twice, and he is a guy you want to keep off the bases. He walked, stole a base in the 3rd, wound up at 3rd base, singled and scored when he led off the 5th. The pitch is a ball, down and away. Nunez next, and then Granderson. And the pitch is a strike, 1-1. Jeremy Hellickson worked 6 innings, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, a strikeout, 5 walks. 2 of those were intentional. He made 89 pitches. And a bunt popped up. Sean Rodriguez makes the catch. 1 out.
What you saw as the inning started, you saw Davey Martinez letting his defense know, hey, giving him the sign that he will lay it down, he will bunt. Popped it right up to Sean Rodriguez for an easy first out.
Now it's the top of the order. Eduardo Nunez. Nunez has a base hit in 3 at-bats. And a base hit shot up the middle. First pitch fastball, and Nunez ready for it.
Well, Rays fans, you can secure your opportunity for 2011 postseason ticket packages by making your reservations for 2012 season tickets. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com.
Now Curtis Granderson. Granderson against lefties, 273, and boy, what a marked improvement that has been. 16 of his home runs against lefties. Puts a fly ball into left for Desmond Jennings. 2 outs. Gomes, the right-hander, busy in the Rays bullpen. Robinson Cano due up here with a man at first and 2 gone.
I'll tell you what, how about Jake McGee really settling down over the last calendar year? When he first came up last year, deer in the headlights. But boy, oh boy, the season's going on and
just settles into his role. Nothing phases him now. He trusts his stuff, and he's got good stuff, a big fastball. Really like the looks of this kid coming out of the Rays pen.
Pitch to Cano, down and in. Well, big league stuff, a big league arm, no question. Command and a little command of a slider. The big development for him.
And that's physical stuff. The mental stuff you can see much more comfortable in his role. That's stuff that going into the offseason, he really, you're right, needs to bear down on, because if he could come up with a serviceable slider with that fastball.
Yeah, and you have to think that he will.
Yes.
I mean, you like his makeup, you like his arm, and this guy could be a major contributor to the Rays on this pitching staff.
It's such a luxury to be able to have a big-armed left-hander coming out of the bullpen in late innings. It's a look you don't often see.
That's a strike. 1-1. Cano was intentionally walked in the third. Cut to miss. 1-2.
Well, power on power. Here it is. What can you do with it? He missed that ball by plenty. That just jumped over the bat.
There goes the runner, and the broken bat ground ball by the bag, picked up by Brignac. Nicely done in the middle of all that action by Brignac as he throws out Cano. 7th inning stretch time, 3-2 New York.
Okay, this is it, the Built Ford Tough Sales event. And in this corner, America's most fuel-efficient pickups. Featuring F-150 with exclusive EcoBoost technology that delivers the power and MPGs the so-called contenders can't. Plus, it's ranked highest in initial quality in its class. Now that's a 1-2 knockout punch.
Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $3,000 in total savings on an F-150, or choose $7,000 in total savings.
Meet the Rocket City Rednecks, real rocket scientists and country-fied PhDs.
I want to show people that they can find the power they need right in their own backyards.
With a little bit of backwoods ingenuity, they're answering tough questions and solving some big problems.
Comments. What would we do to stop one if it was actually going to hit the earth?
So hold on tight. These are the Rocket City Rednecks. A new series premieres Wednesday at 9 on the National Geographic Channel.
The UEFA Champions League. First, a battle at Stadio San Paolo. Napoli looks for points against Villarreal.
Oh, that is absolutely brilliant!
Then, Messi and defending champs Barca look to breeze through the group stage.
Unbelievable!
Next, they head to Belarus to face off against Bate. The UEFA Champions League. Napoli versus Villarreal on Tuesday. Bate versus Barca on Wednesday.
Let's rally up the troops, baby! Woo! Let's go!
Well, this game has featured the triple play, as you just saw. The Rays down by a run. It's 3-2 as we move into the bottom of the 7th inning. Rafael Soriano will make his 42nd appearance for New York. He follows Colon and Wade. And B.J. Upton leads off against him. It's the pitch outside. No ball and no strikes. BJ with a walk and a double tonight, also grounded out his last time. And he fouls it straight back. It's going to wind up in the upper deck. 1-1 to count. (7-4) Boston. Adam Jones has homered for the Orioles. Two balls and a strike. Three and one. Rays jumped to a 2-0 lead. That came on the 2-run home run by Zobrist. Also Martin homered to make it 2-1. Gardner scored on a double play off the bat of Granderson in the 5th inning to tie it. Upton has just drawn the walk. The difference in the game, that double by Switcher that chased home Rodriguez on a 2-base hit that Teixeira stopped at third on after his double, and that eventually set up the potential and the execution of a triple play. Now here's Evan Longoria. Evan has been on base all 3 times, reaching on an error, a walk, and a single. He was on base 4 times last night. And he takes Soriano's pitch for a strike. Big cut and a foul ball. 0-2 the count. Two strikes here. Upton off first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colon worked 5 1/3, gave up the 2 runs on 7 hits, struck out 3, walked 2. Corey Wade 2/3 of an inning and 1 hit. Soriano misses. 2-2.
We'd like to see the Rays take advantage here. Soriano not showing his typical good command. Kind of erratic with his pitches. Evans able to get this count back to even. Already have a base runner.
Starting to stop and a long drive, well foul. Upton took off and then stopped, and Evan pulls it foul out of play.
Well, that was because that was a breaking ball that stayed middle in. You know, he threw another one to Evan earlier in that bat that you saw Russell Martin had to reach back all the way across the plate that stayed in. The command just not there. Make one big mistake here. Rays get right back into this thing in a big way.
A little tapper foul up the first base side. That pitch moving away from Longoria. have out hit New York by 1, 8-7. They trail 3-2. Longoria just enough of that one to stay alive.
Yeah, but you just keep buying yourself another pitch. That's what the good hitters do. That pitch he was fooled on, but he's able to just foul it off, just spoil the pitch. Now you force another pitch by Soriano. Maybe this is the one where he makes the mistake.
Two and two. There goes Upton. The pitch low and away. Throw to second. Not in time. Stolen base for B.J. Upton, number 35. Longoria, meanwhile, has worked the count full after falling behind. It's now 3-2, and Upton's in scoring position.
Well, Russell Martin comes up with a doozy of a pick and a throw, but B.J. in there quite easily.
.200 stolen bases in Upton's career. Runner in scoring position, nobody out, 3-2 count. And ball four bounces away, but a recovery by Martin. So back-to-back walks and a good at bat for Longoria, who reaches for his 8th consecutive time in this series.
Yeah, good at bats, fouling off tough pitches and just working the count.
Talked about Soriano doesn't have his normal command. It's been off. Rays have worked 2 walks. Opportunity to put together an inning here.
Matt Joyce up here. Matt's hit the ball into the air all 3 times. He's popped to third, popped to short, hit a fly ball to left. Soriano, the 3rd New York pitcher. And he misses too low with an opening fastball. Shot back into deep right. Swisher looking up. Gone. Home run from Matt Joyce. Joyce turns around a 1-0 pitch with his 19th home run of the year. A 3-run shot. And the Rays take a 5-3 lead. Matt Joyce unloads and the Rays are back out in front.
You can see it from the very beginning. Rafael Soriano just didn't have the command. 2 walks, falls behind Joyce, and then throws him a fat one. And when you see Matt not squaring around to bunt on that first pitch, you know he's looking for 1 pitch, 1 spot.
Here's Johnny Damon, and the pitch is low. Matt Joyce, the hometown kid, curtain call. Damon out over this one, a swing and a miss. 1-1. Two balls and a strike. 2 walks and then the long one from Matt Joyce. Damon fouls it back. Takes the count to 2-2. Here's that home run pitch.
That ball working its way across the plate, all over the plate and up. There you go.
Damon out on strikes for the first out. 1 away. And that was Matt's second home run of the month. Zobrist tried to check, and it's a strike. So the Rays have a 2-run lead. That's where they were after Zobrist hit his 2-run homer back in the second inning. The Yankees had taken a 3-2 lead, and now the Rays lead 5-3, and a line drive caught by Teixeira. Zobrist hit it hard again. 2 gone. Now Sean Rodriguez. Sean playing first base tonight. He's 1 for 3. Well, the Rays turned the triple play back in the 6th inning. Sean on the backside of that in a 5-4-3 triple play. Ground ball down to third. Rodriguez over to first, and that retires the side. The Rays on 2 walks and a home run score 3 in the 7th, and they lead 5-3.
At the all-new AutoWay.com, you get one thing most car dealers don't give you: answers.
Do you have fuel-efficient cars and trucks?
AutoWay.com has identified thousands of fuel-efficient e-vehicles for you. Just look for the green leaf.
Can I see the NPG of any car or truck?
Absolutely. At AutoWay.com, you'll clearly see the MPG of every car and truck we sell. Questions? Answers. The all-new AutoWay.com.
Forget overpaid athletes. The High Life is sponsoring real folks. Nick Thompson, we want to be the official beer you and your nostalgia game of catch.
All right, thanks. Come on, Dad. Ah!
Get sponsored at MillerHighLife.com.
When you choose the Times, you get all the day's top stories together in one place, like in-depth investigative journalism, one of the top 10 sports sections in the country, full-time writers dedicated to movie, art, and book reviews, leisure stories about travel and entertainment, plus access to the hottest jobs in Tampa Bay. So while some newspapers are reducing their coverage, the Times still brings you the whole story every day. For the news that touches your life, the choice is simple. Turn to the Times.
I have to get my picture taken with Raymond. He's big, he's blue, and he's whatever he is that gets the crowd going. I wonder if my mom will let me keep him as a pet, if he promises not to tear up furniture.
The Rays are home. Be part of all the action at Tropicana Field when your Rays slug it out with divisional rivals, the Yankees. Get tickets today at 888-FAN-RAYS or RaysBaseball.com.
Rays baseball has been brought to you tonight by Subway, Eat Fresh, and by your local Southern Ford dealers. From Tropicana Field tonight, the Rays started the day tied with the Boston Red Sox in the wild card race, and the home run by Matt Joyce has catapulted the Rays into the lead here. It's 5-3. Brandon Gomes, the third Rays pitcher. He follows Jake McGee. Here's Alex Rodriguez to lead off. And Gomes starts him with a strike. McGee worked 1 inning, gave up 1 hit. Alex in the first 6, and now Gomes. Back, 0-2.
You can see these Rays pitchers really trying to hammer the hard stuff in on Alex Rodriguez. Keep him from getting extension. They don't fear middle in.
In a bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there you go. This ball running way up in the zone. Knocking Alex back a little bit. A chance here now to sweep something down and away from him.
a miss. Doing the slider. Gomes strikes out Rodriguez.
That wasn't even a good one. That was a hanger that stayed middle of the plate. But you get a pitch up by a guy's head. Well, he missed one right there.
Mark Teixeira. Shift on. Teixeira takes it up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul back. Cruz and Ramos in the Rays bullpen. High fly ball toward left center, and Upton's there calling it. 2 up, 2 down in the 8th inning.
For all the latest news, in-depth investigative reporting, and sports coverage, sign up for the St. Petersburg Times. For home delivery, call 877 The Times.
Now Nick Swisher. Swisher doubled in a run in the 6th inning on a ball that ordinarily would have scored Teixeira, but he did not get a good read, and then after the ball hit off the wall, he stopped at third on the double by Swisher as he drove in Rodriguez. Gomes, this is wide. One ball, no strikes. Two and 0. David Robertson busy in the bullpen. Hot shot, foul. 2 and 1. Rays have out-hit New York now 9-7 and lead 5-3. With you tomorrow, 6:30. Our coverage begins on Sun Sports in high definition. A 2-1 count to Swisher. Lifted toward the stands and out of play. 2 and 2. Strikeout and a fly ball for Gomes against Rodriguez and Teixeira. Here's the 2-2 from Gomes to Swisher. Ball 3 down and in. 2. And a foul. Threw him a fastball. At the plate, was up a bit. Rays have won 3 straight. Took the first game last night 5-2. They lead 5-3 tonight. Won the last game of the Toronto series 5-2. 5 runs has been a special number for the Rays for their offense. 3-2 again. He got him. Switcher out on strikes. Threw him the split. 1-2-3 go the Yankees in the 8th. Bottom of the inning coming, and the Rays lead 5-3.
It's no coincidence the Toyota Tundra has received the most dependable large pickup award from J.D. Power and Associates. Not once, not twice, but 6 years in a row. Now that's a statement no other truck can make. Save up to $6,500 on the 2011 Toyota Tundra Double Cab with 0% APR. The full-size Tundra from Toyota.
All the action, all access, all right here on Sun Sports.
Hi again, everyone, and welcome to an evening of Rays baseball.
150 games, all in high def.
I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard.
All the excitement of Rays baseball.
There's a shot, home run!
All season on Sun Sports, the official broadcast partner of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Get ready for Fox Soccer Plus.
And he's placed it magnificently!
Sign up now to see over 130 exclusive Barclays Premier League games, 70 UEFA Champions League matches, 73 exclusive Serie A games, and over 800 exclusive events, including the world's best rugby competitions, all in HD. Call 1-877-810-KICK or go to foxsoccerplus.com and get Fox Soccer Plus today.
Now headed to the bottom of the 8th inning, the Rays lead the Yankees 5-3. Well, the Mosaic Company and the Rays are working together to end hunger through home runs for food. With each Rays home run, Mosaic donates $500 to Feeding America Tampa Bay. So far, $84,500 has been donated.
Well, Matt Joyce connecting for a 3-run home run in the bottom half of the 7th. Hitting it off Rafael Soriano. And the Rays, based on that long ball, have taken a 5-3 lead. David Robertson is the new pitcher, the 4th for New York. And Ramiro Pena is going to take over at third base in the bottom of the 8th. Kelly Shopik to face Robertson. Pitch inside. Ryan LaVarnway has hit another home run. A solo shot in the top of the 8th. Boston leads Baltimore 8-4. One and one to count. That's a strike. 1-2. The Rays have hit 2 home runs tonight. Zobrist hit a 2-run homer in the 2nd. Joyce hit a 3-run home run in the 7th. And that's down. Rays have also turned a triple play in this game. That came back in the 6th inning. A 5-4-3 triple play on a ball hit by Russell Martin. Turned out to be the second triple play turned here by the Rays at Tropicana Field. And there's ball 3. And the second triple play the Rays have been involved in this year. They hit into one up at Fenway Park in the middle of August. And Sean Rodriguez hit into a 5-4-3 double play. And tonight he was at first base on the back end of the double play, or the triple play, the Rays turn. 3-2 now to Shopping. And he's hit by the pitch. Kelly Shopping hit. Let's go back. Here's Swisher with that double that scored Rodriguez from third, but did not score Teixeira from second. And on a double, that set up second and third, and the Rays with the intentional walk to load the bases. When Martin hit the first pitch he saw on the ground, a chopper to third, and it went Longoria Zobrist to Sean Rodriguez, and the Rays turned the triple play. The bunt by Brignac. Robertson up with it. The toss to first. Shopping moves up to second. Cano got over there to cover the bag on what's a sacrifice for Brignac.
You know, we've talked about with Reed Brignac being a serviceable shortstop, doing the little things. That's one of the little things. Getting the bunt down, moving the runner over. Not glamorous, but it helps out your team, and you can see it there by all the high fives. Get around, get it down. That's nicely done.
Well, I tell you, it's something that can keep him in the big leagues and help him earn playing time.
Absolutely.
Because he can play shortstop, and he'll help a team if he can do this regularly. Some of the other smaller offensive things. Davey Martinez with him right there. Here's Desmond Jennings. The pitch is a strike. The triple play the Rays turned, by the way, was their third in club history. One is down. It's 1-1, and the other one at Tropicana Field was a situation where there was no contact made, and the Rays turned a triple play. Raul Ibanez actually struck out into a triple play. 1-2 the count now to Jennings. Mariners had runners at first and third back in '06 when J.P. Howell struck out Ibanez, and the Rays threw out Adrian Beltre trying to steal second, and Ben Zobrist, who took the throw, went back to the plate to get Jose Lopez at the plate trying to score. There's strike 3 call to Jennings for the second out, and the Rays pulled off a triple play without the ball ever actually been put into play or hit. Joe Girardi's out. He wants to give Rivera some work.
3 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. My family faced a future without me. At my darkest point, I learned about Tampa Bay radiation oncology through a friend. He spoke of how this new cancer-fighting technology called CyberKnife helped save his life. With CyberKnife, there's no pain, no cutting, no anesthesia, and I resumed my normal activities immediately. Now, a year later, I am cancer-free and back in the picture, thanks to Dr. Steele, Dr. Kahn, and their great staff, and CyberKnife.
It's everything you love about chicken, only smaller. New Chicken Bites from Checkers. Juicy white meat chicken in fun, poppable bites. Just $1. Add Checkers seasoned fries for a flavor-packed box that rocks. Just $2. It's love at first bite. Checkers, feast on. Real chocolate cake, vanilla soft serve, lots of toppings. Try our chocolate cake sundae.
Some car companies need celebrities in their commercials to try and convince you to buy one of their cars. Toyota thinks you'd get better advice from someone who actually owns one. I love my Camry. Looks great, gets good gas mileage. Who wouldn't want one? One of your own.
What should your next car be? Let a Toyota owner help you decide. There's no better time to get the 2011 Camry with 0% APR plus $500 customer cash.
Well, here we are, bottom of the 8th inning, race with a 2-run lead, a runner on second base with 2 outs. You can win a game-worn jersey right off a player's back and other great prizes during the annual Shirts Off Our Back fundraiser. Proceeds benefit the Rays Baseball Foundation and the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association Educational Foundation. Tonight we extend a special thanks to volunteers from Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Pinellas County. For more details on Shirts Off Our Backs, visit raysbaseball.com/shirts.
Mariano Rivera, the all-time leader in saves with 603. Enters this game in the 8th tonight to face B.J. Upton with Kelly Shoppick aboard at second base. Pitch is inside. Colon for 5 1/3. Wade for 2/3. Soriano an inning. Robertson 2/3. Pitch is fouled right back into the screen. 1-1. That's a strike. Well, that was that old cutter.
Front door cutter. Ball looked like it was off the plate.
One and 2. DJ fights that one off. And still 1 and 2. Tried in the same spot. He got the call before. BJ had to fight it off. Foul ball again.
What you're doing here, yeah, you're forcing BJ to expand the zone in like that. All of a sudden now you can take your chance and pop one away.
BJ fouls this one back to stay alive.
That was a good job right there of BJ with the plate coverage and being able to spoil that. When you get a guy in swing mode on pitches that are in off the plate, you got to take a shot away. See BJ reaches out and fouls it off.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Upton has twice walked and doubled, has a run scored. Stolen base tonight. Fouls this one. Boy, he's having a very good at bat against Rivera after that called strike off the plate in. Got him down in the count. He's really had to battle. Time granted by Chad Fairchild. And it's popped up, foul. That'll carry out a play. Well, he's going to have at least a 10-pitch at bat against Rivera after he fell behind. Count is 2-2. And this next pitch will be number 10. And now inside for ball 3. Full count. Look at all those pitches in and off the plate. Three-two. Oh, strike 3 call on the 11th pitch of the at-bat. Upton really put up a battle. Let's take a look for fun at the location of that pitch. Foxtrack had it inside. 5-3 Rays.
Honda received more 2011 J.D. Power and Associates highest initial quality awards than any other automaker. Let's see. Based on a survey of over 73,000 new vehicle owners measuring 234 models, highest ranked in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segments. Legal disclaimers don't get any better than that. Trademarked Honda logo. Go. Come see the wide selection and great offers at your Honda dealer today.
It's the summer of savings at Buddy's Home Furnishings. In celebration of Buddy's 50th anniversary, we have some amazing deals to pass along to you. Treat yourself to a house full of furniture starting at only $50 a week. That's right, choose from a beautiful 16-piece Ashley furniture package that includes a living room, bedroom, and dinette set. And add on a 32-inch LCD TV for only $50 a month. Buddy's offers rental purchase, lease ownership programs, or up to 6 months, same as cash pricing, with free delivery and instant approval.
Proud to stand on our own, proud to be homegrown. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
We love ordering sushi, but it was getting expensive. So to save some money,
Looks great, hon.
and we're not real proud of this.
No, we're not.
Have you guys seen Captain Stewie and Little Miss Neptune?
Did you look all over the place under your desk? All around?
They're fish. They live in a bowl.
What are you gonna do?
There's an easier way to save.
Whatever.
Get online. Go to geico.com. Get a quote. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Rays lead 5-3. We go to the 9th inning, and Kyle Farnsworth will be the new Rays pitcher. Rays and the Red Sox starting the day with identical records. 89 and 71 in the wild card chase. Boston leading Baltimore 8-4 in the bottom of the 8th in Baltimore. The Rays lead 5-3, top of the 9th here. Jorge Posada takes the pitch, and that's a strike. Posada, Martin, and Gardner due up in the 9th inning for New York. Farnsworth got the final out in the game last night. 24 saves on the year. And a foul out of play. 0-2. McGee and Soriano are the pitchers of record. Ellickson worked the front 6. McGee 1. Gomes 1. Now Farnsworth. Rays after their 90th game of the year. Their 90th win. And a swing and a miss. Posada's out number 1 in the 9th.
Well, Farnsworth here coming in, making short work of Posada. You see the late action on that pitch, taking it below the swing.
Russell Martin was homered, flied out to left, and grounded into a triple play. 5-4-3 in the 6th. Pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. And a strike at the knees. One and one to count. A little popper, left center. Upton is there. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs with the bases empty in the 9th. Rays an out away from their 90th win. Gardner has walked and singled. Ball 1. Rays trying to win their 29th consecutive game when they score at least 5 runs. They lead 5-3. 2-0 the count to Gardner. Farnsworth, a little stroll around the mound. Trying to get the final out. And he's behind Gardner. 3-0. Baltimore batting in the bottom of the 8th. They trail Boston 8-4. And the pitch is a strike. Now 3-1. Orioles have picked up a run in the bottom of the 8th, and that's going to make it 8-5. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. And a strike. So Farnsworth, after falling behind 3-0, the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Farnsworth to Gardner. And a fly ball foul down the left side. That's going to be out of the reach of Jennings. So Gardner will see another pitch. Picked up a run on a base hit by Chris Davis to make it 8-5. 3-2 and a fly ball into left. Desmond Jennings there, and the Rays are winners. Rays win it 5-3 over New York tonight. They've taken the first 2 games of the series from the Yankees, winning last night 5-2 and tonight 5-3. And at the moment, the Rays are a half game up in the wild card race. Jake McGee is going to get the win. Rays get their 90th victory. They're 90-71. Boston with a lead in Baltimore in the bottom of the 8th. Now still 89-71. So the Rays are a half game up. By the way, the Orioles have just added another run, and so it's 8-6 in the bottom of the 8th. So we'll keep a very close eye on what's going on over in Camden Yards. Now 8-6, Boston over Baltimore. The Orioles continue to hit. Meanwhile, the Rays knock off the Yankees 5-3. McGee's 4-2. Soriano, the loser, 2-3. Farnsworth picked up his 25th save, and the Rays hit a couple of home runs. A big blow in the 7th inning by Matt Joyce. Todd Callis standing by with Matt right now.
What did you think, Matt? 7th inning, your old teammate Rafael Soriano's on the mound. You know they've got Robertson and Rivera sitting back there. He fell behind 1-0, and what'd you get?
Happened to leave a fastball middle in, and I think he missed his spot. But you know, I was just trying to get something to drive, get it in the air, stay out of a double play, and you know, I hit it pretty well.
As baseball moments go, we'll take a look at it again. Where's this one rank?
Oh man, that's probably the top one right there. Your season's riding on the line, and you know, you're 0 for 3, and the guys are picking me up left and right, telling me to relax, and you know, you're going to come through with a big hit, and man, I mean, this team's something special.
Was that the key for you in that AB? Cologne got you to pop the ball up a couple times just to stay back, and what was he doing that was effective?
Well, it was more so me, you know, just trying to do too much, you know, trying to come up with a big hit too early, and I mean, you know, you got to let your hands work and you know, try to shorten up a little bit, but like I said, man, you know, this team is a lot of fun to be a part of, and we're never going to say die, so we'll see how it comes tomorrow.
When this team started out 0-6, not only was it 0-6, it didn't have a lead until the 9th inning of the 7th game. Now you win your 90th game of the year. You guys are doing stuff that probably will never happen again. Is this, are you guys just riding that wave right now?
Oh, you got to ride the wave, absolutely. We're taking the momentum with the confidence and everything that we have to keep winning, to pull together, come together as a team, and try to continue this. They're showing the Orioles game here. Sorry, but you know, like I said, you know, it's been a lot of fun so far. So we're down to one game, and we're never gonna say die.
You used to be a part of this crowd when you were a kid. What did the crowd mean tonight?
Yeah, it wasn't exactly this crazy, but you know, man, growing up here, it's really special to me, and you know, when you're a guy that sat in the stands and watched the team and cheered them on, and you're able to go out there and have these fans root you on and really support you and be behind you, it's an unbelievable feeling.
Final thing, Matt, I know the dugout, the clubhouse was electric all day. When they turned that triple play, did it turn things around? Oh
yeah, you got to believe it. I think right there, everybody got back into it. You know, bases were loaded, we were in trouble, and we didn't really know what to expect. We didn't know how things were going to go. We're saying, uh-oh, but sure enough, Helly came up with a ground ball, and Evan, sure enough, goes to Evan and comes up with a big play. So I think that definitely turned things around.
Everyone at Armwood and Florida Southern very proud. Congratulations, Matt.
Thanks a lot.
Right. Local boy turns this crowd upside down tonight, guys. Back to you.
All right, Todd, the Rays are winners 5-3. Their 90th victory of the year. They're now 90-71, and at the moment a half game up in the wild card race. We'll be right back.
Introducing perfect frozen cocktails without the blender. For perfectly made frozen cocktails, just freeze, squeeze, shake, and serve. From Smirnoff, Myers, and Godiva. Please drink responsibly.
3 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. My family faced a future without me. At my darkest point, I learned about Tampa Bay radiation oncology through a friend. He spoke of how this new cancer-fighting technology called CyberKnife helped save his life. With CyberKnife, there's no pain, no cutting, no anesthesia, and I resumed my normal activities immediately. Now, a year later, I am cancer-free and back in the picture, thanks to Dr. Steele, Dr. Khan, and their great staff, and CyberKnife.
Introducing perfect frozen cocktails without the blender. For perfectly made frozen cocktails, just freeze, squeeze, shake, and serve. From Smirnoff, Myers, and Godiva. Please drink responsibly.
It's that moment when everything slows and you can finally stop for a minute or a lazy afternoon. When you count time and gulps and grill marks, bowlfuls and bottle caps. And all you can do is relax and enjoy. It's game time, and you're in the sweet spot. Sweet Bay, the official supermarket of the Tampa Bay Rays, and proud sponsor of the Sweet Spot.
It's everything you love about chicken, only smaller. New Chicken Bites from Checkers. Juicy white meat chicken in fun, poppable bites. Just $1. Add Checkers seasoned fries for a flavor-packed box that rocks. Just $2. It's love at first bite. Checkers, feast on. Real chocolate cake, vanilla soft serve, lots of toppings. Try our chocolate cake sundae.
Sun Sports is your home for baseball rivalries. Playoff fate is on the line in a September showdown. Rays and Yankees. The rivalry heats up live on Sun Sports, where baseball fans live.
Meet the Rocket City Rednecks, real rocket scientists and country fight PhDs.
I want to show people that they can find the power they need right in their own backyards.
With a little bit of backwoods ingenuity, they're answering tough questions and solving some big problems.
Comments. What would we do to stop one if it was actually going to hit the earth?
So hold on tight. These are the Rocket City Rednecks. A new series premieres Wednesday at 9 on the National Geographic Channel.
Gearheads, get ready for the car show.
For guys who appreciate a good lube job.
It's all that's cool in the world of cars, and everything is fair game.
Yeah! Huh?
The Car Show, Wednesday at 10, only on Speed.
Rays baseball tonight has been brought to you by Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology. When cancer strikes, strike back with CyberKnife and Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology. By Tires Plus. The plus is in everything we do. And by Checkers. Feast on. Rays win this one tonight over New York. It's a 5-3 final. Jake McGee picks up the victory. And remember, if Rays pitchers strike out 10 hitters in a game at home, take your ticket stub to any Kane's Furniture store. Get a coupon for a free Papa